Alright, everything looks to be going good. I had a small minor scare there. So I need to figure out confront and destroy Nefarious. Okay, so I need to be doing that. Let me sound. I don't know. I guess everything is as loud as it is, and I can't fix that. Which affects you guys not. I was looking for my TV volume. It seems a little loud to me. Can fix this. This is a fixable problem. One moment. Let me do the high-tech mute my microphone while I go look for my remote. I have two remotes to control my television's audio, because my soundbar has a remote, and then I can just use my regular TV remote. And neither of them were somewhere I could find them. One had just fallen down onto the floor, and I had to pick it up. So, we're good. Mildly cursed. No, stop. Stop. I have not touched this game in 2 weeks. So, let's see how I do. Okay, so this is turned back off. That makes sense. Oh, that's the ship from. Oh, that was the last thing we did. Was we got. Yeah, okay. Coming back to me now. That we came and got. We were stuck on the one planet. Got that ship to get us back here. All of that. Alright. I don't know if this is actually where I'm supposed to be going. It just seems like a fun way to go. But, yeah, it's been mildly cursed, so and this is not actually the mildly cursed part. I upgraded to Windows 11 recently. I'm sure everyone has their opinion on that. I've seen, like, this isn't the first machine I'm getting onto Windows 11, it's just my streaming PC is getting to Windows 11. I feel like because I'm being given this option, I should use it. Do I need this? This might be completely ancillary, but it gives me a chance to. Let's do the construct. Oh, that's what I need that for. Neat. But I got Windows 11 running. And for the most part, Windows 11 is kind of a refresh of Windows look. There's some security stuff in it, which is why it's not available on all machines. And then, yeah, that's about it. There might be some real, like, deep down, like, changes in optimization type things, but for the everyday user, and even for someone who, you know, works on coding I don't actually really see a difference. So I know, like, there's a certain amount of people out there that dislike that Windows is putting out a new operating system. Which, the reason they're doing it is probably, from my perspective, mostly that security update thing. Because they want to be able to do some security stuff, and then beyond that also it lets them define like a long-term support date, that they will not fix bugs in, you know, the original version of Windows 10 that someone has decided not to update. As someone who works on code, I understand. I know I can do this. This is a thing within my power. There we go. So, yeah, that is what it is. For the most part, it has been seamless, except for two things that have broken. And all things considered, I'm gonna dally around for a minute while I explain this story. All things considered, these two things are the things that, if anything is going to break, I would expect these to be the two things that break. And that is the... Oh, this is just gonna take me there. Yeah, we're not gonna do that just quite yet. So, the two programs that broke are the digital mixer that I use. Well, and actually the digital mixer did not break. In how it interacts with some things it broke. It's like all of my sources coming out of the mixer, not even going into the mixer. The mixer actually retained pretty well all its settings, but OBS lost what microphones it was using. But all things considered, I've had OBS just decide on a random update that it's forgotten my microphones. And then I also have a dynamics processor thing. It's an audio processor that I use to process all my mic input. It helps get rid of a lot of background noise and all sorts of stuff like that. But that broke. That broke bad. I say that broke bad. All my settings were fine. It just... something with the upgrade reinstalled a lot of, like, audio drivers, apparently. So they were doing something with audio. And therefore, because the processor is basically installed on top of audio drivers, it didn't see any valid drivers that it was installed on, so I had to reinstall it on stuff, which required me to restart my computer once. Otherwise, it's basically like using Windows 10. Start menu is a little different. I actually got a program so I could customize the start menu a little bit more. I'm keeping right now the Windows 11 look, but I'm not really keeping much else. I kind of changed a whole bunch of stuff.
Get him, Snowball! Get him! Good work, Snowball! Get Ratchet! You're back! We'll hold off the troops. You guys messed with the wrong war crock.
Snowball seems like that's something I should remember, but I don't off the top of my head. Oh, no, I remember. Never mind. That was from...
Fueling sequence is at 64% complete.
Okay, I need to get a water thing. Okay, cool. Okay, I expected that to actually take me a lot closer, a lot quicker. I expected when it said, you know, taking you to Dr. Nefarious. I assumed that was just going to be like skipping this level. Since, you know, we've done a lot of this already. Well, not this specifically. Like, this is a new thing that we've not done. But we've done a run through this level before. I like that they're using like different portions of the level that they didn't use before. Okay, I guess he's gone now. Goodbye. Okay, I would like to get rid of the guy who has the gun. I don't care about the guys with the buzzsaws. Buzzsaws are fine and whatever. Okay, cool. Okay, come on guys. This is a little bit much. There we go.
That
Okay.
must be Lawrence's ship. Ratchet, we must find a way down to the landing platform before he leaves the station.
Find a way in. I mean, just...
That's far enough, Nefarious. Step away from the transport.
You? How is this possible? You should be dead!
On behalf of galactic authorities, we hereby charge you with willful disruption of the space-time continuum. Shut down the transport and surrender quietly.
Look at you. Free for the first time in years, inches from your destiny, and what do? Run right back to playing backpack to a squishy. You're nothing but a pathetic sidekick.
We should hang out sometime. That's it. No one talks to Clank that way. When this is over, I'll back whatever decision you make. But first, how about one final hurrah so we can kick this guy's butt?
When I'm finished killing you, I think I'll rewind time. So I can do it again. And again. And again.
I also keep forgetting that I have special abilities too.
I've been waiting a long time for this! Lawrence, fall back to the outer perimeter! Let no damage befall our ship!
Falling back, sir. Happy fighting.
Sad you. You came all this way just to die?
Alright.
Insolent little squishy!
Realize that normally I have my phone on so I can pay attention and check to make sure that everything's going all right. But I forgot to do that.
Did you really think the tomb strips? Dance against me? You're just as foolish as that old Lombax.
Okay. Come on.
Lawrence! Initiate hypernova defense laser!
Wait, sir. Stand clear.
Didn't see that coming, did ya?
It's been a hot second since I've done this. No, I don't necessarily remember all the controls. And I can barely see right there.
That one's for Cassiopeia.
Okay. Okay, so you cannot jump over said laser. Okay. Ah, okay, this is gonna be a bit. Be it.
Consider that payback for time served on an asteroid.
Not super fond of this. But hey.
It'll take more than that to stop me.
And
So, that's how you want to play it.
I don't know what you mean, nefarious.
You'll pay for what you did to my art! I think they built
Oh,
on
and I just
squishies
jumped off.
during the Stone Age.
Ugh.
There's something about
I get back in the rhythm. Okay. Oh, that's 3 more negotiator rockets.
You've been bested, my old friend.
Okay. I'm gonna use this to restock. It's gonna spawn any new ammo. That'd be great. If not. specifically how much more? You got a lot of health. Not like I don't have a lot of health. Is the button there? Oh, that's what it is. You seem unaffected by the time bomb.
You're outmatched this time, Ratchet. I fight Lawrence. Atomize Ratchet and Clank.
Wait, sir.
Okay.
Stand clear.
And now that I'm a little bit more, so I have to be hitting these. Otherwise, crap. Otherwise that happens. Otherwise you get too close and you get run off. Run off the road.
Yes. Yes, I forgot how much fun it is to hurt you. Lawrence! Increase output for maximum annihilation!
Okay. This I'm really enjoying, except for these aren't all exactly well placed. I have to get it started out. This is gonna be really annoying. Yep. That was expected.
Play it. Exterior space station. Dr. Nefarious finally kills Ratchet and his pitiful sidekick, Clank.
Honestly,
Increase output for maximum annihilation!
that could feel so good, but
Cannot take more than
it requires a little too much thought.
two of you are pathetic.
And why I say that is, okay, I'm gonna go on a slight side tangent about Sonic. And this is not me saying that I have not enjoyed me a good Sonic game, but Sonic feels the best when you do not think, when you're just running. And I think the same kind of applies to these hover boats.
Increase output for maximum annihilation!
Like, even this segment, as much as it can be kind of annoying that if you make a mistake, it kind of punishes. This, though, is I make a mistake, I lose, and some of it's because I get jettisoned off
You have no
without
idea how
not
long
having a ton of
I
control.
dreamed of killing you.
Ouch. I don't quite understand.
Increase output for
I guess this is a fun set
annihilation!
piece sort of thing, but I don't quite understand. quite the decision making that went behind it. The fight's one thing, but these speed sections, like,
That's how you want to
I feel
play
like it's
it.
almost impossible to die without falling off. Okay, oh, that was me. I will blame no one but me on that.
Increase output to maximum annihilation!
Okay. Can we not keep this up for this long? Okay. There we go. That took way too long.
Activating autopilot.
Autopilot engaged.
Think you can defeat me? I was the one who found the Great Clock. I was the one who took out that pathetic Sony. It was all me. It'll take more than that to stop me. Insolent, squishy. I should have killed you years ago. Now I'm really angry.
That's nice. Nefarious. Can you just stand still long enough?
Consider that little triumph erased. This is too easy.
Hello, Nefarious. Please stand still long enough for me to be able to pound you into the ground.
Thank you.
I understand why you might be not wishing to stand.
I'm in the middle of an epic battle to the death. Figure it out.
Mr. Zircon, please.
You should have seen the look on Pop's face. He realized he wasn't there to talk science. So didn't you used to be good at this?
Ouch. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine dying in the fight because I was playing bad.
Do something, Lawrence.
No, I know.
Activating autopilot.
Autopilot engaged.
Some hero you
That was
turned
just
out
bad.
to be. You're nothing. You're just a miserable furball who got lucky. So,
I'm not gonna-
that's how you want to play it.
7-3 Beta. Unable to disengage autopilot. Please reboot system and try again. Thank you.
I feel like my gun. Can I change up my gun? Inventory. Customize. I wonder if these bullets are faster.
I'm in the middle of an epic battle to the death. Figure it out. You have no idea why I'm killing you. Now I'm really angry.
That's nice.
Insolent, squishy. I should have killed you years ago.
I am definitely not winning this one. If I do, it's very nice.
You've been bested, my old friend.
Like I said, not gonna win that one.
Activating autopilot.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay.
The fame and fortune you earned as simulated Clank erased. Never happened. It'll take more than that to stop me. So, that's how you want to play.
Here comes.
Error 473 beta. Unable to disengage autopilot. Please reboot system and try again. Thank you.
Slight problem, sir. The autopilot seems to have malfunctioned.
I'm in the middle of an epic battle to the death. Figure it out. You're outmatched this time, Ratchet.
A lot of concentration.
Now I'm really angry.
They were one hit from death. I feel like a lot of my shots are just plain missing, which is kind of annoying. That my main weapon
Do something.
just more often than not is just plain missing.
Activating autopilot.
A little frustrating.
Autopilot engaged.
It's going
No.
to be perfect.
You know what?
Heroes
It's not.
will fall, empires will crumble.
Not and say we didn't.
Do
Restart it.
something, Laura. It's
Activating autopilot.
Autopilot engaged. Error 473 beta. Unable to disengage autopilot. Please reboot system and try again. Thank you.
Slight problem, sir. The autopilot seems to have malfunctioned.
I'm in the middle of an epic battle to the death. Figure it out. Consider that payback for time served on an asteroid.
Okay. I guess I'm down to this.
Now I'm really angry. Didn't see that coming, did ya? Squishing. Years ago.
I cannot alter the ship. Flight path until the autopilot is disengaged.
do I... Okay, so I do have that left. Yeah. Focus time. There we go. Ooh, major focus time. Revenge of the Squishy.
How do I disengage the autopilot? Oh, come on! Snap out of it! Okay, no need to panic. We just need to find Lawrence before he takes the escape pod.
20 seconds until impact.
Clank, it's been one heck of a ride.
Ratchet, come on! You're gonna have to jump!
10 seconds until impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, I can't talk you out of this, can I?
Ratchet, we have been on many adventures, but the clock needs someone to protect it. It is what I was built for.
Wait. So that's it? What about the Lombaxes?
They're not in danger. They've just moved on. And we'll find them. But the past stays where it is. Come on, pal. I'll walk you in. You were never a sidekick. You do know that, right?
I always thought that you were the sidekick.
Where are you going? This is your responsibility. You can't just walk away. The Lombaxes need us. Don't walk away from me! I said stop!
Well,
This is all his fault! He left me no choice!
He's headed for the Orbis chamber! Sir, you have to stop
Stay out of my way, Clank! I don't want to kill you, but I will if I have to!
I'll stall him as
Out
long
of
as
my
I
way,
can.
caretaker.
Halt! In the name of the Sony!
Miserable, heartless, soulless little robot!
I'm a little busy, guys.
Sigmund, what are you doing? He's a scary demon Lombax and you're armed with a planter!
Is it so much to ask that the great and powerful Sony bend their precious rules to correct the
Doing it,
past?
sir! Just keep going! Lock the door!
No! Get away from the chamber! Open the door, do you hear me?
The clock, much like time itself, is a gift and not to be tampered with.
You kidding me? You think I'd leave my best pal out here alone?
Your father went to great lengths to protect this room from those who would abuse it.
I wouldn't risk any more than 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
We're gonna break time.
Sorry, Ratchet. I've come too far to fail now.
General, what are you doing?
Correcting a mistake. The Lumbaxes are coming home, with or without your help. Try this!
Ratchet, look out!
General, you have to stop this.
After
can't
what
change
they
the
just
past.
had me do?
And left. Never could let go of consequence, could you? I can't let you get in the way!
Ratchet, we cannot let him touch that lever.
Oh, well, we're gonna... I thought I did pretty good, all things considered, for my first blind run.
I'm sorry, Ratchet! I've come too far to fail now!
General, what are you doing?
Correcting a mistake! The Lumbaxes are coming home, with or without your help! Try this!
Ratchet, look out!
Camera, please. Camera, please. Don't do this to me.
I'm sorry, Ratchet! I've come too far to fail now!
General, what are you doing?
Correcting a mistake! The Lumbaxes are coming home, with or without your help!
Okay.
Try this!
Ratchet,
Game.
look out!
Game.
I'm sorry, Ratchet! I've come too far to fail now!
General, what are you doing?
I have too much health to die now.
Lumbaxes are coming home, with or
Unless you
without your help!
insta-kill me. Not. Maybe all that true, but...
Try this!
Ratchet, look out!
General,
Okay,
you
there we
have
go.
to stop this. You can't change the past.
And never could let go of consequence, could you?
Ooh, that was...
I can't let you get in the way!
Ratchet, we cannot let him touch that lever.
Get off you and doing this!
Time shift initiated.
He went that far behind him.
Priming systems for temporal shift.
I didn't want it to be like this! You were supposed to be here, on my side! Wait!
Okay. He's a lot less, jumpy than... And also, let's... Instead of rapid fire, let's do charge.
Could have saved them together! This is the best you've got? You're nothing like your father!
Ramping up quantum actuator station 101.
Have I taught you
I
nothing?
feel like we're getting towards the end at very least.
Reached pursuing actuator stations 11, 14, 23, and 39.
Oh, I should, you know, let's, no, it's, Mr. Zircon, could you please come here?
Amateur! The years away from our kind have made you weak.
I gotta remember this is fresh now.
Impressive. I was sure you'd be dead.
Let's get some Tesla spikes around.
Stay up there in some strange dimension forever. They never should have left in the first place. I should have protected them. It'll take more than that to stop me.
How about just rockets? I'm a fan of rockets.
Primary stabilization modules.
There are no more Dimensionators. This is our only chance. You know that.
Here, have a Mr. Zircon.
I have to do this.
It's been too long since I've used that charge. That charge is just screwing me up because I'm forgetting that I have it can. So I've got Ricochet in this. Use Scorcher.
Has to be done. It's my job to save them.
Oh, you can block rockets. Congrats. Gotta keep on my toes. The back-to-back, boss fights. Especially with the boss fights. Not the Ratchet and Clank combat is bad, but it does feel a little samey after just a little bit. Especially when there's nice clear patterns like this of kind of what to do.
They didn't all escape, did you know? Hundreds were lost. Tachyon destroyed everything in his path.
There we go.
Initiated.
You hear that? In a few moments, we will be able to prevent the greatest injustice in Lombax history.
I can't let you do this!
You don't have a choice!
So you're just gonna kill me?
Kill you now, save you in the past.
Something tells me I don't want to be dragged by that.
This ends now! It's a good thing your father isn't alive to see you like this. A coward, a traitor. He would have been so ashamed.
That's a hole.
Watch your footing!
Yeah, I'm noticing you're doing that.
System failure detected from temporal stabilizer alpha. Time shift success estimated at 42%.
Why are you fighting this? Don't you understand what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to give you your family back!
Ammo's getting
Traitor! You're
sparse.
fighting one of your own so that some crackbite can kill your father? Your mother?
But you're risking everyone else in the process.
You're darn right I am. And if you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me.
Oh, I got 3 rockets. Eh. Eh. Ah, dang it. And that's gonna take me back to that halfway point, I'm sure of it. Oh no, it's back here. Okay.
Snoop around, Chief. You got a right to protect yourself.
Buzzblade seems useful.
Buzzblades are
That's
perfect
nice.
for taking out.
Don't care right now. I don't feel like Cryo Mine's gonna work, but
Snoop around, Chief.
we're
If you
gonna.
find yourself
Okay,
overwhelmed
so
by enemies,
that's nice.
snoop around. Welcome.
Okay. So let's look and see inventory wise. Yeah, that one seems real hard to use. Some of these just don't feel real good in this sort of a fight. I'm gonna grab Buzzblades. And put that there. And then Cryo Mine can go here. And it's gonna suck to start this entire fight over again. But apparently that's how this works. Buzzblades were a fun favorite before, so...
Priming systems for temporal shift.
I didn't want it to be like this. You were supposed to be here, on my side. We could have saved them together.
I wish we would have had some enemies that block shots before now.
Ramping up quantum energy station 1,100.
Sure you'd be dead by now.
Warning. Breach detected. Station 11, 14, 23, and 39.
Okay. Ooh. Would really like it if some of those ammo crates would respawn. I think I could just theoretically just keep circling like this and be just fine. I don't know if this happens exactly. But I would be at a standstill.
What, stay up there? In some strange dimension forever? They never should have left in the first place! I should have protected them!
Hey, bud. Are you like some bosses have been in the past, affected by? Yes, you are. Rubatron is still one of the more OP weapons. Okay, good to know. That even one of the final bosses is affected by the Rubatron. Why I don't particularly use it that often is technically it's like a halt to combat. Yep.
Why are you fighting this? Don't you understand what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to give you your family back!
1 second. Let me get these Buzzblades. Oh, I don't think I actually hit him.
Warning.
Come on.
Quantum entanglement modulator is out of sync with risk prevention protocols.
Am I gonna get any more Rubicon? I don't know if that really stopped him. Sure, it did some damage, but. Come on. Where are you going now?
Stand by for quantum tunneling.
The fact that this is like split into two distinct phases with the cutscene in the middle, but if you fail, you have to start over from the beginning.
I can't
Is
let
also
you do this! You don't have a choice! So you're just gonna kill me?
Kill you now, save you in the past.
Also a little frustrating. Which, this always feels weird. Like, it's happened a few times. You come to the end of a Ratchet and Clank game, and... Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I can't afford that.
Now! There are no more Dimensionators! This is our only chance! You know that!
That's nice. Yeah, have Mr. Zircon.
Pesky Synthenoid! This has to be done! It's my job to make them! It's a good thing your father is alive to see you like this. A coward, a traitor. He would have been so ashamed.
Okay, grab him.
Watch your footing! This ends now!
How about not? Mr. Zircon. I wish the cryo mine did a little bit more.
Detected in temporal stabilizer alpha. Time shift accepted. As estimated at 43%.
I also think I probably should customize this mine a little bit. Come on.
risking everyone else in the process.
You're darn right I am. And if you want to stop me, you're going to have to kill me.
Heck, come on.
This ends now.
Okay, we're so close.
Warning. Stable error detected across all temporal processes. Shift now estimated at 7%.
Okay, and
Just a few more seconds, and the clock will shift time. We'll be able to make our own future.
I feel like this should be enough.
All systems immediately.
That's it.
This ends now.
Okay. Jump. Come on. Yep. It was left.
What are you doing? It's not working. Why isn't it working?
Because it's not a time machine, Alistair. The clock isn't meant to alter time, only keep it.
30 seconds until total system failure.
So sorry. No. Let me.
What are you gonna do?
Take care of yourself, Ratchet.
Alistair?
He did a brave thing, Ratchet. You should be proud of him.
Well, looks like there's just one more thing to fix.
Timekeeper restored.
I'll leave you two alone. Take care of yourself, pal.
The fog, much like time itself, is a gift.
I cannot stay. I am sorry, but discovering my family has made me realize that I cannot leave Ratchet. Not until he finds his own. I hope you understand.
You're leaving? Energy output normal. Harmonic stabilizers stable. Why aren't I freaking out?
Perhaps you are ready to be promoted.
Senior caretaker? Yippee! Thank you, sir.
Take care, Sigmund.
The clock, much like time itself, is a gift, and not to be tampered with. But like any father, my only wish is that my son does that which makes him feel whole. You are an intelligent and logical being, Clank. But intelligence and logic would have been wasted gifts without honor and loyalty. I am proud to see you came into those on your own. So, should the clock be too small for your plans, I pray the cosmos light the way towards a future you yourself design. And remember, the universe has a wonderful sense of humor. The trick is learning how to take a joke.
So that was fun. I wouldn't say that the betrayal by Alistair was a surprise by any stretch of the imagination. But it's also one of those things, like, it's easy to look at from the perspective of the player and go, yeah, he's in the wrong, he's going to destroy the whole universe, but it's also one of those things that you can look at and say, he's someone who's lost so much that, you know, what would you do for the chance to save everything you care about, to bring it all back? If you, after losing everything, you had a chance, would you take it, even if it risked everything else? Some people would, some people wouldn't, but I don't even know if that's necessarily a decision that, until you're put in that position, you can rightly say what you do.
What happened? Wait, hey! Hey, what's with all the words?
Those are credits! You fell asleep during the game again.
Kirimini!
But, okay, that's, I'm like, who are those voices? It's the robots from... Yeah, okay.
Easy for you to say.
We didn't really see many
You
of
still
them.
have some
Much of
semblance
them.
of bladder control.
Which was fine. I enjoyed this. The end got a little
Folks worked on this one, huh?
rough.
In my
I
day,
think
we
it
did
was
all
also
with 3 robots.
more rough because I'd been a little bit out of practice.
Well, in my day, we
I didn't realize I was quite that close to the end last time. It's still been like a good hour and a half. By no means would I have been finishing that last week, 2 weeks ago. But we are going to be moving on after this to the last Ratchet and Clank game before Rift Apart, which is Ratchet and Clank. Oh, I should know by this point. What's it called? I feel real stupid for not remembering it. That being said, that doesn't help. So I'm gonna use good old Wikipedia. Into the Nexus. So, yeah, we'll hit up into the Nexus, which will be the last of the older games, pulling us up to Rift Apart. which I'm really glad I did this because, yeah, there's a large chunk of these games that you would not. I feel like Rift Apart, and it'll be interesting to see sitting down with Rift Apart, but I feel like Rift Apart, you'll miss so much if you didn't know what this was coming into it. But this has been a lot of fun. Kind of going back and seeing some old games that I'd not played before. And I do want to, so depending on how quickly I can get this done, I want to finish Rift Apart, or at least be majority of the way through Rift Apart before March. I like moving into the beginning of March is fine, but I'd like to be done before March is probably halfway over, because at that point I will probably be there's gonna be probably a week or two that I'm gonna take off streaming, maybe more, because I'm gonna be going away. Just as a small note, I'm gonna be out. It's towards the end of March, but I'm going to be going to the Game Developers Conference, and that would be real wonderful if I can sit in on Rift Apart talks, sit and listen to Insomniac talk about it, without having to worry about, oh noes, what if it spoils them plots. So, it'd be nice. Which means I probably won't get
And I'm Pepper
to really playing the next game that I want to do after I'm done with Ratchet and Clank, which I was debating about stopping
had miraculously disappeared. Experts are still theorizing about
Ratchet and Clank to finish it, but when I thought about GDC, it kind of changed my mind. And I'll probably play a little bit of it on my own time, maybe a little bit on stream, depending on how my time works out. But Elden Ring is another game that I want to spend time with. And
Galactic authorities have yet to
I'll probably want to see a
remains
little
of
bit of
Dr.
it, but I
Nefarious
really don't
or his
expect
partner
much
Lawrence. The
GDC
Polaris
talks
Defense Initiative has
about
been
Rift
mobilized.
Apart. I mean, about Elden Ring. From Software doesn't usually have talks at GDC. Not saying that they couldn't, it's just I've never seen, like, in previous years when I've been there, like, there was no talks from what I remember, really. There might have been a talk about Sekiro. But I feel like those are games I've gone into a lot of From Software games knowing some basic plot points, and it never ruins the experience for me. It's always fun to experience parts of those for the first time, but I'm not super worried about it. So yeah, Elden Ring will probably be pushed off until after, so probably into April. Which I guess will let things die down a little bit. After that, there is another game that I want to get to kind of more sooner rather than later. Just because, so I bought it looking at it because it was supposed to be kind of Zelda-like. The art's kind of fun, and it's called Death's Door. So that's another game I debated this past week for the, because I wanted, and I still kind of want to do this whenever I actually sit down and have time enough to do this and feel up to it, is I want to do an extra bonus stream for the week that I missed. But I don't want it to be Ratchet and Clank, because I don't want people who necessarily come to sit down and see me play Ratchet and Clank miss something because I stream it on an off day. So I'll probably sit down and play, start Death's Door then, see how that goes. I've heard good things about it. Aside from that, I'm sure there's a number of games for me to play. I do want to play both of the Ori games. I have played the first game. I've not played the sequel. mainly because I wanted to have a recording of of Will of the Wisps, kind of my first playthrough.
Hello? Is anyone out there? Hello? Celebrity in need of assistance. What's that, Snowball? Little Jimmy fell down a well? Oh, you're hungry for blood. Oh, I was way off. Let me just... Oh, boy, this is bad. Little help here. Ratchet, Clank, Helga, anyone? Nice Snowball. Nice Snowball. Down, Snowball. Hey, easy on the goods.
I like Quark. He's fun. But yeah, so that's kind of a thought on the side is playing Death's Door, playing Ori.
Ratchet, Space Rat, your path is far from over. For you see, the most horrifying truth has yet to be revealed. My dear Lombax, I am your father's accountant. Did that do it? Did that sufficiently blow your mind? Let that just roll around for a bit. Oh, now, come, find me in the core of this sector, and let us end what we began. Porcelain out.
It's fun. So there's a little bit of some extra stuff. I'm not really worried about taking out Porcelain. Create a new save and enter challenge mode, keeping all your experience, weapon, and armor and bolts. Travel back in time before defeating Nefarious, and yeah, okay, that's fine. I usually like not pushing into challenge mode until I decide to. I may never come back to do challenge mode, but I like the option. But yeah, I think it's one of those things that's important to do with games in a series where I think they're relatively tied. I like playing both of them, or all of them in general, just so people who may not have played them in the past have a place where they can go and see. The Ori games, the first Ori game was a lot of fun. What I played of Will of the Wisp, because I started like the first 5 minutes back when it came out, and it was fun. It took a lot of inspiration from Hollow Knight, which was also interesting, but not something that I will say is a bad thing. I enjoy Hollow Knight, so, which is another game that I will want to, at some point, play through here, because I want to play Silksong. But yeah, so, and thankfully, Ori and the Will of the Wisp is a shorter game, and I'd probably just be main pathing it, not worrying too much about side objectives. But yeah, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Will of the Wisps, I wouldn't be I'd be sidetracking all sorts of stuff. Blind Forest. Ori and the Blind Forest, I would not be sidetracking. Not a very long game to begin with. Will of the Wisp is much longer from what I know, and smooths out some of the rough edges from Blind Forest, which would be fun. But that's kind of on the back burner for whenever I have time. The fact that I work 40 hours a week, have a side project that I'm working on, which eventually I'm going to be real excited to show, which I'm sure is not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But once I get that going to a place where I feel comfortable showing it off, that will be another thing that's going to be a lot of fun for me to be streaming relatively regularly. But that also takes time, and I do need a little bit of time for myself in the week. And then I also try and make sure I dedicate one day to not being a lazy piece of garbage on my couch, and I try to get up and do stuff, which usually ends up be me playing something in VR, which I could stream, but usually it's Beat Saber. And like most rhythm games, Beat Saber's not always the best thing to stream and make videos of. I have been also playing a little bit of Minecraft VR, and I wouldn't be opposed to streaming that, but it's also sometimes just real slow going. And again, I like having my days where I'm not like beholden to do anything, not beholden to be streaming at X time, Y time. But yeah, so I hope this is a real long tangent at the end of this series. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching Ratchet and Clank Future A Crack in Time. We are going to be back with Ratchet and Clank. Oh, I just looked it up. I said it earlier. I would say I edited it in post. I'm not going to do that. I know what I don't do, and that's edit. Ooh, camera, you're having fun. But we're gonna kind of wrap up this Ratchet and Clank probably in the next month or two here, hopefully. And then I'll be free to play other games, and I will cease to be simply that streamer that's been playing all the Ratchet and Clank games. Not that I'm sure not a bunch of you guys haven't come to this stream or to these videos to watch me play Ratchet and Clank. I've seen several people that like that's why they clicked on it, which is fine. But I like other things. This has been a lot of fun. I think these games are genuinely real great. Like there's some rough edges here and there. And any game's better if you don't take 2 weeks off. And then try and come and do the final boss fights. My biggest thing about them was that I'm not a huge fan of super long boss fights. Where, like, which might seem weird if that's your conception of, like, Dark Souls and stuff are super hard, super long boss fights. Most boss fights in Dark Souls don't last more than 10-15 minutes. You're either dead or they're dead. With some exception. And, like, all things considered, yeah, those were long fights. I didn't quite realize we were at final boss. Like, Azimuth, I was starting to realize that, hey, this might be final boss. But I actually kind of expected that something was going to go wrong. Because this is called a crack in time, so I expected some more fallout to what we did here. And there didn't really seem to be any. So, I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with it, like, how this ended. Just wasn't quite aware that it was going to end that soon. Thankfully, I've got another game to boot up, so I won't feel depressed after finishing this one so quickly, sooner than I expected. It will probably be weird though when I finish this. But yeah, anyways, what I'm trying to say is I appreciate everyone who's come out and watched. And I hope you guys enjoy everything that you've seen in this series. We are going to be moving on to the next Ratchet and Clank game after this. If you're watching this on VODs, my VOD channel. And if you were like, oh, there are VODs, this is, catching it live. Yes, there are VODs. VODs, I believe just below stream, there's a link to the VOD channel, to the YouTube channel. It's not quite up to date. I'm real bad about that. If you're obviously watching this in the future, obviously this has been uploaded. But if you're watching it in the now, it'll probably take a few days, maybe a week or 2 or 3. Real bad about getting stuff uploaded. Usually because I want to do a mildly nice thumbnail. And sometimes I'm good and get my thumbnails done ahead of time, sometimes I don't. And then I do re-render this out for the VODs channel. The VODs channel is technically slightly higher quality, as I don't stream in 1080p. but the VODs are all in 1080, so they're all full HD. Which is funny enough, like, I could actually do them in 4K if I really, really wanted to. I think that that's an enormous amount of space to be wasting. But I do re-render them out, and it's not me upscaling them. I actually keep video and audio separate, and that's so in future I have reference for this stuff if I ever want to be able to go back to a game that I've played and I want to talk about it and use it to kind of almost relive memories when I think about games and how games are made and game design. Because, like I said, did I say that today? I know I've said it today in some context. I thought I said it on screen, but if I haven't, like, I do game development for a living. I'm not on the design side, I'm on the programming side. That is my 40 hours a week job. So it's nice to look at games and see what I like, see what I didn't like, and see what I think is cool, and things that I may want in the future to try to emulate. Yeah, so that's why I like keeping kind of raw footage around, so that I don't have to worry about listening to my own voice. So, anyways, this has been a lot of fun. I've been talking for way too long. And I wasn't sure if this was going to be a normal stream or not. It is ending up to be a shorter stream, and I'm fine with that. After last week, which again, if you're watching the VODs, you'll be like, last week? What's special about last week? But for me, last week, I was sick. Nothing super like scary or anything. I just ran a little bit of a fever for a few days. Stream day I was actually not running a fever. I was just really tired. Being sick took a lot out of me, and I still worked last Wednesday because it was the first day I was feeling up to working, and I didn't want to waste all my sick days. So that's kind of where I'm at, and this is a lot of fun, but I'm still kind of ramping up to speed. Also, I don't have the next game installed on the PlayStation. I don't know if I actually have to install it, but I have to go through, find it on the store and stuff, and I want to make sure that it's all good and all my settings are set correctly, which is probably what I'll do after this, but I don't have that set up right now, so I really don't feel like moving on to the next game tonight. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been a lot of fun. Like I've said, like 2 or 3 times. And I'm gonna try here. Okay, there we go. Didn't want to let me stop my recording. But here we go. Everything's good. Appreciate everybody. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you do enjoy this content, please, if you're on Twitch, follow me. You'll get to know whenever I stream, though I do stream Wednesdays, 7:30 to whenever I feel like it. So that's a nice, easy schedule down below. But if I do any surprise streams, obviously a follow is the best way to know about that. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to subscribe if you enjoy this. Makes it easy to find. Also, you'll be notified when new uploads happen. Well, sort of notified. They'll pop into your sub box. I'm not super worried about like people. If you want to be notified, there is that bell thing, but I'm don't really care about. Like, it'd be great if everybody, subscribes and I become a YouTube millionaire, but that's not why I do this. I do this to have fun, enjoy this for some people, and hopefully you do enjoy this. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. But thanks for watching anyways. Alright, See you guys next time. Bye.